Talk, episode 157. We got Foreskin, Swoll Daddy and the Goat out here. I don't know what's going on. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Listen on Anchor and Spotify. Check out our Facebook page and Instagram at Realism Pod on Twitter and at Realism Sports Talk on TikTok. It sounds weird with no music, man. This is crazy. We gotta have a little music in the background. You know what I'm saying? This is Black History Month, so happy Black History Month. Thank you to all the patrons. We got 6 now. 3 of them on the screen right here, and the rest of them are right there. That's some magical shit right there I did, wasn't it? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 360 Painting, because all angles are covered with 360 Painting locally here in Harrisburg, Virginia. Quality customer service, affordable pricing, 360 Painting. Because I got my man Justin, Josh, and my brother Derek. They out there doing big things for you. I'm always keeping faith in my commanders, love for the Black Mamba, and all the love for my mama right there. Because at Realism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent to the big-time storylines. And, of course, the big-time storylines are going to be the Super Bowl. But I'm out here. We got the producer in the background, whether he's on the scenes or off the scene. He keeping our show extra clean. We got the GOAT Brandon back there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. He's the GOAT in his own mind, and he'll debate you at any time. We got Mississippi Swoll Daddy, who's already drank too much already. And Keith, who's always keeping faith in his teams, but most of the time, lately, especially with North Carolina and the Spurs sucking ass, North Carolina was the #1 ranked team in the country, wasn't it? That's just shattered dreams. You know what I mean? So what's up, fellas? What's up? Thank you for your time. I know we had a little technical difficulties, but hey, we get bigger and better every time. I'm Teram, your host, coach at the most, winning every debate, and it ain't even close. Did you fart, Swoll Daddy? What's going on out there? Super Bowl, look, we're going to jump into the Super Bowl. I had some other things we're going to talk about, but since it's getting late and I know some people are getting tired or drank a little bit too much, White Shaman, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit. Black History Month. We making history out here. This is the first time we've ever had 2 African-American quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. But here's my question, GOAT. Brandon, here's my question. What's more likely to happen again? 2 black starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, or 2 brothers playing against each other in the Super Bowl, which, like the Kelsey brothers. First time ever, both things have ever happened.
Was it more likely to happen?
More likely.
2 black quarterbacks.
Why is that?
I mean, how many? I guess you have a Diggs versus Diggs.
There's a bunch of brothers out there, yo.
Yeah, but I don't see it happening again for a minute.
I feel you. You agree with that, Swoll? You think so?
Yeah, I do. I mean, just the way the game's going, and the same lack of brothers on 2 really good talented teams other than the Kelsey brothers. I mean, yeah, so, I mean, you know what, the other Diggs brothers on the Cowboys, they suck ass. So it's like, they'll never get to the Super Bowl.
Don't hurt Keith's feelings, since he was a Cowboy rider all year. So don't hurt his feelings. So, Keith, here's my question. Once we dig into it, because we really going to dive into the game, but I'm going to give you some outliers. Andy Reid, highly respected coach. Just so happened, if he were to win this game and he retired, how high would you put him as far as ranking goes?
I was just thinking about this the other day. I mean, he's been consistently doing it for 20 years now?
I mean,
over 20 years?
He won what, six NFC championships with the Eagles or something? And five straight Chiefs? Go ahead.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I mean, he had success with the Eagles. He was this close all the time, and he actually made it to a Super Bowl with them and was that close. And then with the Chiefs, he comes there, turns the program around, and they're consistently at the top. I mean, he's a great coach, dude.
And we're going to come back to that later on the elite part, because I want to see how y'all figure wins and losses go with that. Because I've always said that about people like LeBron or whatnot. One thing go this way or one thing go that way. Just like Brady. We can talk about Brady with his 7 rings. He could really only have 2. Or he could have 9. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that later on. So, since you are an Eagles apologist there, Swoll Daddy, Jalen Hurts has done all kinds of things, whether it's coaching, helping him get to that level. The Eagles have a whole lot of free agents next year. Jalen Hurts, who didn't get a fifth-year option because he was a second-round pick, he's going to want some money. What's more likely to happen for either team to return to the Super Bowl? Because Patrick Mahomes has been 5 straight AFC Championship games, but the AFC is loaded with a lot of talent quarterbacks and teams. In your opinion, which one is more likely to happen for the team to get back to the Super Bowl next year?
Okay, first of all, what are you asking me?
Who has a better chance to get to the Super Bowl? They're drinking.
Okay, that's not what you said.
That is what I said.
That's not what you said. I'm going to say it's the Chiefs.
Why is that?
I mean, they're Mr. Consistent when it comes to performance in the AFC. We've seen quarterback after quarterback face Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Joe Burrow broke through that one year, but since then, it's all Patrick Mahomes. Like you said, the Eagles are running free agents. They're not signing them all back. So get Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl next year.
So you have no faith that the Bengals, who Burrow said he would take less money to keep the cavalry together, or Josh Allen, who was everybody's pick to go to the Super Bowl last year, and Sean Payton's there with Russell Wilson, and I can go further on with different teams.
You asked me which team is more likely to return. Chiefs.
I got you. There's a lot of talent in the AFC. A lot of talent in the AFC. All right, Brandon. We saw Patrick Mahomes wins his second MVP. Your boy from Alabama, Jalen Hurts, got second, which I feel like if he didn't get hurt, he might have contended to get that MVP. Going with the same standards that I said for Swoll Daddy, who has a better shot to repeat that MVP type of performance?
The MVP performance, it's who they want to win it, and they wanted Mahomes to win it, so they won it.
How did they want Mahomes to win? Did he put up the fake numbers? I mean,
That's their face, man. That's their guy in every commercial. How many commercials do they have?
I mean, how many black quarterbacks are in a lot of commercials, buddy? Cam Newton was doing that shit. Who? You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway.
Full black? Okay.
No, I'm just playing. But I mean,
Michael Vick in a pedigree commercial. Am I wrong?
I like Vic, man.
I love it. But my question, no, but for real. You say that they wanted Patrick Mahomes to do all that?
No, I mean, he deserves MVP, depending on what the award means. I don't know.
He was the clear.
He was clear MVP once Hurts was gone.
Is it most valuable player?
I think so.
He's either. Either way you look at it, he's the clear winner.
You know that they could have won a game without him?
With Chad Henne?
Chad Henne.
We talked about that. Pacheco had 75 of those 90 yards. We talked about that already. But to your argument, though, Brandon, when Jalen Hurts was out, their team they did look different. I ain't gonna lie. I will say that. But the scheme was built on that. Okay, all right. So, Keith, with no injury report for the Kansas City wide receivers, we were already worried about if they were going to play, who wasn't going to play, whatever. Now that they're all supposedly healthy, without Hardman being on the IR, which wide receiver, in your opinion, has to be a guy that steps up for the Chiefs to even contend?
Well, as you'll see later, I think it's not going to be that.
Y'all don't look. Y'all don't give away who y'all picking until later on.
I'm saying, I think Juju's going to step up.
Because you're a Steeler guy, dude. What the?
You know what? I'm rooting for Juju.
Juju tripped over the 50-yard line, dude. They ain't stepping on nothing, dude. Come on, man.
But honestly, which receiver? I mean, Valentez Scantling, he's been looking pretty good the past few games. So, I mean, I look for that to continue. I mean, if you don't know with them, they're gonna move that ball around to whoever.
I feel you. So, Brandon, the Super Bowl, which I kind of like getting an extra week off, but I feel like this year really was a big impact with the injuries and different things going on. Which team do you think benefited the most having that extra week to prepare or to get healthy or whatnot?
I mean, I think it helps both teams. Helps Jalen get his shoulder better, but I think it benefits the Chiefs a little more because they're a little more banged up with the receivers.
Is that it? Just for the injury purposes or what?
Ankles and shit. Yeah. And Kelsey said, yeah, I think so.
Okay. You agree with that, Swoll?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Having that extra week off gives Mahomes a little time for that treatment on that ankle. We all know about Travis Kelce's lower back. It's been hurting for a while now, so he'll get to rehab that. And, of course, banged up a wide receiver and any defensive injuries. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And then that cornerback, too, that they
there you go, Keith.
Chance to recover from the concussion protocol.
Yep.
Is this a Hubert or?
That's a huge, Keith. That's huge that you pointed that out, because they're gonna have to have him playing. They're gonna have to have him play. That's huge that you said that. All right, Swoll, Mr. Eagle. We talked about different things. We know what Jalen Hurts can do, but he's injured. He hasn't done it as much since he's been injured. But we saw Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, Gainwell.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one Eagles player, who's going to have the most rushing yards?
Oh, Sanders.
Why is that?
I just like him in this moment. Now, of course, we've seen a lot of Gainwell, especially inside the red zone. I just like Sanders doing more of the dirty work in the Super Bowl. We might see Gainwell score more, but I like Sanders up and down the field.
Well, as somebody who's never liked Miles Sanders, even though I don't mind Penn State, Brandon, you agree with that? You think it's going to be him? Because, you can put Jalen Hurts in that. You can put him in that.
You said out of those three names, though.
No, I said out of any player rushing the ball. You always question my question. I be speaking English. You drinking slash. Yo, why is the Super Bowl not on Saturday night instead of Sunday?
That's bullshit. I hate it so much.
I mean, at least I don't care about no tradition. At least Mr. McMahon's like, yo, we need to put our big shit on Saturday night. Why is that?
Because more people are going to be home on a Sunday evening than they are Saturday.
Yeah, but you want to be at the bar drinking and watching the Super Bowl.
Keith, I would.
Do things on Saturday. They're catching everybody while they're at home in front of that TV on Sunday evening.
Keith, I would almost agree with that. But if you say the Super Bowl is on Saturday and you got a year to prepare for that shit, motherfuckers are going to be home on Saturday night to watch the Super Bowl.
You're not going to catch that viewer that doesn't normally watch football. They're going to choose to go out instead of being at home. Because the Super Bowl catches a lot of eyes that don't normally watch football. So that eye might not be there.
Where's the eye going to be at? Every bar's going to have a TV in it.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're not going to care about the Super Bowl. They're going to be out.
If it's on a Sunday, they don't care about it. Ain't no college shit. Nobody cares about that. All right, fellas. I want to hear some personal things real quick before we really get into the game. I want to have some fun with it. Brandon, your foods, because food is everything. Super Bowl, we talk about parties, we talk about different spreads, different things. You know what I mean? I want to hear your top 3 things that you got to have when the Super Bowl's on.
I gotta have chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chips and dip.
Chips and dip.
And I have meatballs every year.
Meatballs. Swoll loves those. That's why he's bobbing his head. Go ahead, Swoll.
What's good? I'm with Brandon on the chicken wings, dude. We're getting hella chicken wings for Super Bowl.
Thanks for inviting me over. Thanks.
I like barbecue sliders as well. You know,
Okay.
a little pulled pork, little onion, a little pickle on there.
He's so excited.
I love a good Sunday bar from the Super Bowl.
A what?
Sunday.
That's some good stuff.
A Sunday bar?
For a Super Bowl Sunday.
That's dope-ish. I never even thought about no shit like that. I like that.
And then you gotta have cold beer. You gotta have cold beer in there. Yeah, I know we're talking about food, but cold beer calories too, so can't forget about that.
You gotta have plenty of that. All right, Keith, what's yours?
Of course, the chicken wings. Pizza is my favorite food. I can do pizza 7 days a week. I like a good homemade chili.
Ooh, chili.
Like a dip, or it's eat it as a bowl of chili.
I like that.
And yeah.
I'm a mixture of all y'all. Chicken wings is definitely the one. I had chip and dip, but that chip and dip could either be chips and salsa, or like Keith said with the chili, some kind of something with a chip, a 9-layer dip, or some kind of nacho type, queso type shit. And then I had pizza also, because all different variations of pizza can go with all kinds of variations of beer or alcohol. So I love it. I love it. What about you, producer? What's your 3 things?
I got something that you guys didn't even mention.
He's gonna say some weird shit.
It is gonna be. Isn't there like a veggie tray always with the like broccoli and the celery and the
Veggie tray.
right? It's always there. I'm not saying that I want it there, but it's always.
I said
there,
your
right?
3 favorite, man.
Little celery, little carrots, little
Little,
broccoli.
yeah.
Can I get some hummus and some crackers? No, what the
Avocado.
Come
I
on.
was just saying that was missing.
That ain't missing. Don't nobody want that shit. Don't nobody want no hummus.
It ain't there.
Uh,
Yeah, you want calories, grease, and all kinds of shit. That's what you want.
actually, what we do at my house.
He's gonna show up with the vegetable tray. We're gonna throw him in that trash.
That's what I'm saying, Swoll. That's what I'm saying. Swoll. All right, bet. All right. So we're all fans. Brandon is a Dolphin fan. Swoll is a Patriot fan. Keith's a Steeler fan. I'm a Washington fan, so is the producer. So not many of us have any great Super Bowl memories about games that we've actually watched. No offense, Brandon. No offense. But, Brandon, you got to tell me, 3 games. What was your favorite 3 Super Bowl games? If you had 3 to pick. Go from 3 to 1.
No particular order, I guess. There's so many, but I have to pick 3.
Did I say 3 to 1? What do you mean no particular order?
Huh?
3 to 1, man. It is a particular order.
3 to 1?
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm going to go with the Rams beating the Titans, and they were a yard short.
Steve McNair.
Yeah. That one. Number 2 is going to be the Steelers and Cardinals Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Driving them down with the perfect pass.
And what was that? Where Harrison had that pick when Carter's about to score, right, and ran all the way down, and then the one dude had to touch the tiptoe joint. Yes, Holmes, Antonio Holmes. Yep.
Yeah, the perfect pass, perfect catch over here at the,
No, it wasn't. Fuck the Steelers.
yeah, but, I mean, it wasn't the best game in the world because I think Philly and the Patriots is the best Super Bowl game. But the Giants beating the Patriots in the undefeated season is my favorite.
Go ahead, Brand. Me and Brandon be like this, yo. Our minds be like synonymous. It's crazy.
For obvious reasons. I mean, you was almost perfect, man.
It's crazy shit. Me and Brandon all be thinking so
You hated the fact that
so
we were this
close.
to your
All right, Swoll, go ahead. Give me your 3. Give me your 3, Swoll. Go ahead. 3 to 1. 3 to 1.
3-1. I'm going Patriots over Panthers back in 2000.
Nobody cared about that shit. 9/11,
That's
motherfucker.
the first Super Bowl I ever watched as a kid. That's what made me a Patriots fan today. Go Pats, go.
Hold on, Swoll. Hold on. That was your first Super Bowl you ever watched as a kid? I'm old as a motherfucker. God damn.
Yeah. And then
I remember like Bengals and Niners and shit like that.
Go ahead, Swoll.
And then I'm gonna go Seahawks Steelers. I love that Super Bowl. Another favorite of my childhood.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go Patriots Falcons, and we all know why. Down at half. Tom Brady said, "Fuck this shit. We're coming back," and we sealed the motherfucking deal.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, Swoll Daddy. Because now I know Keith's gonna have 3 fucking Steelers Super Bowl games too. This is Brandon. They set us up, Brandon. I should have never asked this question, Brandon. We got all these guys winning all these fucking rings, and we ain't winning shit. They picking their own teams and everything. Go ahead, Keith.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with Tom Brady's first Super Bowl against the Rams because I was really rooting on the Patriots because he was a young, unknown quarterback, and the Rams were just supposed to destroy them, and I was just hoping for the upset, and it happened.
Greatest show on turf.
My Willie Parker up the middle, 75 yards in the second half, stealing Seahawks.
That shit was the boringest Super Bowl.
And then that was my first ever Steelers Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And then number 1 was like Brandon said, it's Antonio Holmes corner. touchdown, game-winning drive. That game was giving me a heart attack. It was up and down. Larry Fitzgerald with that long touchdown. I thought we blew the game.
Yep.
That game was great.
Yo, and honestly, that game was good to watch. Kurt Warner, new team after he was with the Giants, and Eli Manning was like, huh, and he was sitting on the bench and then took the Cardinals. Like, who the fuck are the Cardinals then? That was a great game. I hated the way it ended, but it did have those big time storyline moments. I agree with y'all. Did you have 3, producer? Or you got 3?
I did like the Kurt Warner one.
The one they keep talking about, Steelers, Cardinals?
And then I was gonna pick the Patriots comeback. I mean,
against the Falcons.
Everybody gave up on that one. It was like,
yo, we were about to cut the shit off.
Yeah, I
Brandon told each other we knew it was gonna happen, didn't we, Brandon?
What?
Matt Ryan didn't deserve to be there.
Yeah.
What's your number 1 then? That's it?
Those are the 2.
All right, my three was definitely, the first game was the Rams-Titans, like Brandon said. That game was tense, McNair, and then at the 1 yard line, you know, that jump was dope. It was fun to watch. My number 2 was the Patriots, like Brandon said, the Patriots and Giants. Patriots going for the undefeated. You know what I mean? I remember where I was at, and I thought the game was over. You know, Asante Samuel had the interception. I thought he had the interception and didn't catch the motherfucker. And then they fucking lose. Yeah, I mean, it was a great game to watch. And my number 1 was, I'm a Washington fan. 1988, baby. I'm 11 years old. Doug Williams, first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl for my Washington Redskins. I remember we were in D.C. They had bootleg T-shirts with Doug Williams with some fake-ass gold teeth poking out the shirt. It was a crazy experience. I still remember it like it was yesterday. It was yesterday. I saw homeless bums on the street trying to sell shirts for $10. That was a great game for me. And the reason why I really liked it, because they beat Chicago to get there, which is my stepdad's team, which, yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. But it was in the fog and all kinds of stuff. Watching the game on TV, it was in the super fog. You couldn't really watch it. You know what I mean? So it was more leading up to the game and then the finality of it. And now it's history making. And we did say it was Black History Month, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I want to make sure we said that. Definitely. All right, guys. Last one. Favorite Super Bowl commercial? Brandon, it was that Keith that said he don't watch the shit.
I got one, though.
All right, let me hear it, Keith. Go ahead.
Remember that WWE?
Yes, Keith! Yes! 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 It's when they did the Attitude joint.
I didn't realize that was the same.
It was. It was 1999. 1999 game. Yep. Go ahead, Swoll. What's your commercial?
I'm gonna go Funky Monkey Baby.
Fuck. Yes! I remember that shit.
Monkey Baby.
The first time I watched it, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I started singing that shit like the rest of the night.
It was unreal.
Yeah, I like that one too. Go ahead, Brandon. What was yours?
I don't know what year it was. It was Jordan versus Bird.
Yes! Oh, shit.
The one that I can remember, so...
Yes, it was a McDonald's commercial. That's crazy, yo.
It's one of the ones I can remember. I mean...
That's crazy. I put 3 on my list just to have the 3. But my one was the WWE. And then I had the Jordan versus Bird McDonald's commercial. And then my other one was What's Up? Remember that shit?
I would like to say, and I think this was a Super Bowl commercial, when Jessica Simpson and her Daisy Dukes first advertised for Buffalo Wild Wings. Wasn't that a Super Bowl commercial?
I don't know. You got me wanting to look it up now.
I know, right? That was back in like 2004.
I think she was like...
Look, he's saying 2004 because he was like, I was like 13 then.
Dude, I was...
You were like 8 and shit, muff.
8 years old.
He was like 5 and shit. Yeah.
I was 8 years old.
He's like, oh my God, look at that commercial. That girl that Tony Romo wound up smashing. That's when Tony Romo liked girls. Hey, if you're looking to start your happen, who he what? How does the game script need to go? What needs to happen? Just to have the 3?
And then I'm gonna go Seahawks Steelers. I love that Super Bowl.
And honestly, that game, one quarterback to win it.
Yeah.
He beat Max like 3 times, right?
Yeah, like, and he beat him savagely.
The last one was, I remember. I think I was at your place. Like, he had beat him one time. It was controversial. The second was Bird McDonald's commercial, and then my other one was What's That? Go.
I think it's just going to go just a coach
To win. The aspect, not a person, not a play, not anything.
Champion is Khabib's understudy.
I like him. Remember that?
I was saying, I think this was a Super Bowl commercial when Jessica Simpson and her Daisy Dukes first advertised for Buffalo Wild Wings. Wasn't that?
So who's the main?
I don't know. You got me wanting to look it up now. The prelims be better than the pay-per-views.
This pay-per-view's kind of sorry except for the last two fights.
Producers coming with me.
Oh, that's the white dude, right?
You like UFC?
Right.
My favorite fighter of all time is Alexander Volkanovski, aside from John Khabib's understudy.
I like him.
Yeah.
He beat Max like 3 times.
Beat the shit out of the fight again. He didn't show up to Tommy. He didn't show up to he didn't show up to the late unemployed, became a boxer, and I don't think he's even.
All right, welcome back, brothers. Raw Sports Talk episode 157. Now it's the elite time. We are getting to the Super Bowl.
I remember a boxer and unemployed, became a boxer, and I don't think he's even.
All right, welcome back, brothers. Raw Sports Talk episode 1.
I don't really watch that shit, but I really like O'Malley.
Sugar Sean.
Yeah, I like his shit talking and all of that.
Brandon, we're going to get Squid on the episode. And for the boxing, we're going to have a spot where y'all going to talk boxing and educate people like me that ain't watched it and followed it like that. Fuck these paws.
Who? Can he get his visa? I mean, Bobby Fury is not that good anyway, so I mean.
He didn't show up to Tommy. He didn't show up to. He didn't show up to the latest press conference, and it costed the gate $1 million.
And his half brother's the boxer.
What?
Welcome back, brothers. Raw Sports Talk episode 157. Now it's the elite time. We are getting to the Super Bowl. We're a day and 2 hours away. And I'm so excited. I got the Cooper Cup MVP jersey on.
All right, welcome back, brothers. Raw Sports Talk episode 157. Now it's the elite time. We are getting to the Super Bowl. We're a day and 2 hours away. And I'm so excited. I got the Cooper Cup MVP jersey on for last year's champions. So let me ask you a question, Brandon. I want to hear the different aspect. You hear me? All right. So for the Chiefs to win, the aspect, not a person, not a play, not anything. What's the most important thing that needs to happen for the Chiefs to win this game? I don't want to hear Kelsey getting 2 touchdowns, nothing like that. How does the game script need to go? What needs to happen?
I read the script earlier. The referees.
Oh, you and this referees, Mahomes.
Nah, I mean, I did. No.
What about you, Swoll?
I saw that.
I mean, that's not suspect at all.
I mean, a lot of things are suspect. I mean, I saw the Saints get robbed against the.
Nah, man, I did. No.
You know.
Tell me what needs to happen. How's the game script need to happen?
What about you, Swoll? Will you agree with?
Reason. Tell me what needs to happen. How's the game script need to go?
Nah, the referees.
runs, touchdowns, and like that. How does the game script need to go? What needs to happen?
I read the script earlier. The referees.
You and this referee, Holmes.
They got 3 third downs last game against the Bengals.
I saw that.
I mean, that's not suspect at all.
I mean, a lot of things are suspect. I mean, I saw the Saints get robbed against.
Nah, man, I did. No.
You know, what about you,
they got
Swoll?
a-
Well, you're
No. I'm going to keep this to the
keep
Eagles. I'm going to get you with the Eagles. Go ahead, Keith. Because I think Keith's going to pick the Chiefs to win for some weird reason. Tell me what needs to happen. How does the game script need to go?
I think it's just going to go a coaching clinic by Andy Reid. It's just going to be the right calling of the game. Without giving my prediction away, I think the defensive line of the Chiefs is going to be crucial in stopping that run of the Eagles.
Has to be.
And I just think that the Chiefs, with the experience and their experience they have, they're going to be there, and the play calling and execution.
I mean, I agree with you. They have to show up. So, Swoll Daddy, with the Eagles, we know that they're loaded. They got Pro Bowlers everywhere, all pros everywhere, things like that. But like Keith said, the coaching. Andy Reid fired the Eagles coach when they were on the same staff. You know what I mean? And their defensive coordinator, Spagnani or whatever the hell his name is, he's got experience at these levels. Their team does. I mean, what does the Eagles have to do as far as the aspect scheme of the game to win the game?
I'm going to start by countering Keith's point. We're talking about Jalen Hurts. How many national appearances has he had? How many big lots has he already seen? He's a seasoned quarterback guy.
In the NFL?
He's afraid of these lights. No, he's not going to be afraid of these lights. You're talking about one of the best games in the league. One of the best offensive line in the league. Guys, they don't have to do much. Just don't turn the ball over.
There it is, baby. There it is. I agree with you. I think that's my biggest thing also with the Eagles. I think if they don't turn the ball over and stay within themselves, everything will work out. I totally agree.
They need that running game. They don't have that running game.
I know, I'm with you there.
They don't have that running game.
But they have the best offensive line in the league. 4 Pro Bowlers with how many alternates?
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
They got 13 out of 50. Yeah. I'm with you. And as far as the Chiefs go, I think the Chiefs have to get to a 2-score lead. We've never seen we've seen the Eagles. The Eagles have trailed for 2 minutes the entire season. 2 minutes. So we don't know what Jalen Hurts can do under the pressure. We don't have a clue what the coach can do as he's smirking at everybody as they doing different shit. He's out popping shit, he's doing all kinds of things. If the Chiefs can make a play, get a lead, because I've seen the Chiefs be down like 20-some points and come back and win against the Titans. I've seen that. I've never seen
More adversity than Philly has.
Right, exactly. So I've never seen the Eagles have that adversity, then have to come back with Jalen Hurts as the quarterback. So that's what I think needs to happen. And it could happen. The defense could strip fumble, whatever could happen. I think those are 2 big things that could happen. All right. Go ahead, Swoll. Why can't we hear Swoll?
I don't know. He's not
He's
here.
going at 3.
Talk, Swoll. He's right there.
I don't think.
I see him.
Oh, we lost him, I guess.
I can see him right now.
Yep.
Now he's gone. What the fuck? What happened?
I didn't touch anything. He's just going.
We're just getting into it now because I got a bit.
We'll see. We'll bring him back when he comes back.
What was we doing? What was we saying?
All right, Brandon. All right, so for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs to win the game, what is more important in your opinion? For them to stop Hurts in the RPO? Or for them to stop Hassan Reddick from causing havoc everywhere because he's had 16 sacks and he's had 3.5 sacks in 2 seasons? What do you think is more important? stopping Hurts in the RPO or sign Reddick?
Yeah, you got it. I think Andy Reid's brilliant enough to scheme some plays away from Reddick and to limit him. So I think stopping Hurts.
You think stopping the RPO? Because I think we all agree that Hurts has to be mobile to open up the defense and just do the things that he needs to. I think we all kind of agree on that kind of topic. So, that's interesting. You agree with that, Keith? You think it's stopping the RPO or stopping Reddick? Because he's a havoc.
I think it's stop the RPO. They gotta stop scoring. Yeah.
Stop the RPO.
Main concern is stopping Jalen Hurts and that offense, stopping that running game.
Stop that
running game. I don't have faith in Jalen Hurts beating him only with his arm.
Well, Jalen Hurts is the number one QBR with passes over 25 yards. So he obviously can throw the ball. And the Chiefs secondary doesn't scare me.
They got to stop that running game. If they stop that running game, then it's going to be tough for the Eagles.
I agree. What you think, Swoll? The Chiefs more important to stop.
Chris Jones is going to have another game like he had in the AFC Championship.
That's not what I asked you.
But I wasn't here for the question. Sorry.
Well, you should have listened and stop trying to pretend like you knew the question. What's more important for the Chiefs, to stop the RPO or to stop Reddick, who's causing havoc with 3.5 sacks in 2 games?
The RPO, Terrell. Chris Jones has to have a really good game.
Okay, so you think it's the RPO also, the running game. All right, so we're going to flip it.
I mean, that's the foundation of their offense. And without that, you are relying on the QB with the highest QBR, obviously, in the league. But, I mean, them being dynamic, just like the Chiefs, they've been successful that way. So.
Okay, so on the other side, what's more important for the Eagles to stop? Because we know about their wide receivers. I don't have high regards for them like that. So is it more important for the Eagles to stop Kelsey or to stop Chris Jones, who's had 15.5 sacks this year?
Well, here's the thing about Chris Jones. I guess he's been kind of mid his whole career thus far. He's had breakout games. I'm not gonna say anything.
He got a fat ass contract. I don't know.
But I think if you find a way to keep Kelsey from getting over 8 receptions, that offense could get stagnant real quick. Because then now you have to rely on a very middle of the road Juju, a very hot and cold out of Stanley, and then tosses out of the backfield. They have to rely on that. If you take Kelsey out, we can see it. We can see a little stagnant offense here.
I mean, the Eagles are the number one defense against tight ends. So it's not like, and granted, I know Kelsey's not no average tight end. Don't get it twisted. But they do play the tight ends well. You know what I mean? So, all right, Brandon, you agree with that? What do you think, Kelsey or Chris Jones?
I think they'll be all right against Kelsey. They got to stop the pass rush.
Yes.
That's what I think is more important.
You agree, Keith? What do you think?
They got to stop Kelsey. They got to stop KC from scoring.
Okay.
That's their main concern. It's not letting KC put many points on the board.
Okay.
Because I think the KC defense is going to have a strong game this game.
So you say that.
They need points.
You say that, but you're saying that because you know that they have to win the game. Casey's defense has to have a good game. So that's why I'm saying that Chris Jones is more important to stop, because you already play tight ends well. Chris Jones is a guy that can raise havoc and make that fumble or that tipped ball that can cause turnovers, which would allow the Eagles to be down double digits and put that pressure on the Eagles. So I think it's Chris Jones. But I understand what y'all saying about Kelsey, because he's not an average tight end. So I get it. I get it.
About this game. I think
Yeah.
it's the best Super Bowl matchup in a while, in my opinion.
So Keith, we talked, y'all, on paper, it seems like it should be good. You know what I mean? So Keith, we talked about the Eagles running game. We talked about the Chiefs, and we not talking about nothing but Kelsey. Which one do you think is more important, the Eagles running game or the Chiefs running game?
I think the Eagles' run game is more important for them to get their running game going because that's basically what they've lived off of, is having that top rush game. And I think the Chiefs' running game is just a plus if they can get Pacheco going. And they got CEH coming back for this game, which to me that doesn't really matter.
You never know.
Gives them another set of legs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the new Westbrook in Philadelphia. Remember? What do you think, Brandon?
Yep. I think it's more important for the Chiefs right here.
Me too. Why is that?
Because I don't see them having much success throwing the ball against the Eagles. I really don't.
Told you, me and Brandon. I told you.
Always on the same.
Yo, I'm with you, Brandon. I'm totally with you. You agree, Swoll? Who you agree with? Which hands roll, brother?
I started off agreeing with Keith, but the fact that we really haven't seen KC swirl out of points outside of a mixed bag, like they had to have some run, had to have Travis catch a lot. If you take away that Chiefs running game, including Pat Mahomes running the ball, who are they? So it'll be interesting.
I'm with you, too. I feel like they have to run the ball to loosen up that pass rush. We forgot they got 5 guys that had 10 or more sacks for the Eagles. They're going to come after a wounded. Yeah, he's a little bit healthier. Yeah, he's a little bit healthier, but he's still a little wounded a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think the exact same thing of Pacheco. He got little man syndrome, yo. He ready to run. And how do you beat the blitz? You dump it off for a screen. And Jerick McKinnon has shown y'all the latter part of this year that he can make big plays and win fantasy championships. Right, Swoll Daddy? Anyway.
I drafted him this past year, and he was my first player I dropped like an idiot.
Damn, that should be happening, though. So without telling me, well, I won't get to that question yet. What's more likely to happen, Brandon? A non-QB will win MVP like last year, Cooper Kupp? Or that this is going to be a low-scoring game? Because everybody's saying, I mean, the over-under is 51 points. What's more likely to happen, a non-QB MVP or a low-scoring game?
A low-scoring game.
That's more likely to happen?
Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
So I'll give you my picks on spreads later.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't see anyone other than a quarterback getting MVP. I just don't end up getting.
Okay. You agree, Keith?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be one of the quarterbacks to get it. So I agree with Brandon.
You too, Swoll?
It's likely to be under the spread, under the combined spread.
You agree, Swoll?
Yeah, I think it's more likely that a QB will win. I mean, it would take an outstanding, almost outlandish performance from either a Chris Jones or a Kelsey or an A.J. Brown would have to catch 3 touchdowns and just carry Sanders or whoever would have to just carry the ball for 200 yards. These quarterbacks are 1 and 2 in the league right now. If we're not talking about Joe Burrow as well, but I mean, just 1 and 2 in the MVP race going at it. That one of them's walking away with that trophy, dude.
And I'm sitting here looking at it like, that's usually the obvious choice. But then when I dive deeper into it, I'm like, Jalen Hurts could fuck up and throw some picks. Same thing with Patrick Mahomes, which I guarantee that he will when I give you my number 1 prop bet. But we talked about if the Chiefs are going to win, their defense is going to have to do something spectacular. They're going to have something. Why couldn't Chris Jones get 3 sacks and a strip fumble or run back something? I think it's more likely that we can have a non-QB MVP. Because I think they're going to score a lot of points. Regardless, I think it's going to be a lot of points going on. All right, Swoll. What's more likely to see, without giving me who's who, are we going to see a Super Bowl like Peyton Manning with Denver against Seattle, which was 51 points like the spread is this time? Or are we going to see the game like the last time Philadelphia played the Super Bowl against the Patriots when it was 41-33? What's more likely? Don't tell me which team is who, but what more likely game will we see?
We're going to see 41-33.
So you're predicting a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
That goes back to my last point, then.
You have a more game. You can't have defensive match.
Why can't you?
Because the blitz is sorry. Doesn't matter how against. He's allowed.
Somebody can have a pick six, a fumble for going to something. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
It would have to have the play that altered the game. If you allow it.
I mean, we could have an Aaron Donald type performance. Something crazy could happen like that. What do y'all think? What do you think, Brandon? The Peyton Manning, Seattle, or the Patriots versus the Eagles? The high scoring. The one that you like better.
I don't see it being a high scoring like that.
Okay. What do you think, Keith?
I think this will be right there at the spread, like a combined 50, 51 point game.
So you think a high scoring? Eagles.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be like right on the spread.
Okay, so you thinking Patriots Eagles. All right. So we talked about the coaching. We talked about different things. Who brought up the coaching before saying something different about who was that, Keith or Swoll?
It was Keith.
All right, so Keith, Andy Reid right now, if he can win this game, he'll be 2-2 in the Super Bowls. But if he loses, he'll be 1-3 with all these championship game things, and the Eagles would have won 2 Super Bowls without him. Which one is a bigger effect on his career? Winning it or losing it? In perspective, in our eyes.
Winning it would definitely be better.
Well, we know that's better. I'm talking about.
Diminishes somebody for that though, because I look at it as a glass half full. As look what they've done. They've gotten there. There's coaches and players that never see playoff games, that never see any kind of championship games.
Are you making fun of me and Brandon's organization?
What happened in Swoll? Hold on.
He turned black.
He's checking his phone.
Shoot. My bottom half did pretty much.
I don't take away from Andy Reid if he loses this game. I still look at him as great, but I'll look at him, as even, of course, it's great if he wins.
But which one means more, Brandon? Which one means more? Right now, we look at him as one Super Bowl out of 2 appearances. No, what I'm saying, which one's going to affect his legacy more? Because if he wins, we're going to look at him in a super high regard with 2 championships, as opposed to if he loses, he's 1-3 with all these coulda, shoulda, wouldas.
I think the loss, if he loses, it means more.
I do, yeah. Me and Brandon be on that shit.
He's Kyle Shanahan blowing a fucking game away from having no Super Bowl.
There you go. Yes. I'm with you, baby. Swoll, what you think?
I agree with y'all. I mean, I'll take a 2-2 over 1-3 every day of the fucking week.
But just in perception of people's eyes. The reason why I bring it up, Swoll, is because now I want to look at Patrick Mahomes. Because people look at Tom Brady being retired now. Patrick Mahomes has a chance to be the only active player to have 2 rings. But if he wins, he's 5 times he's been in the AFC Championship game. 2 MVPs. He'd be 2-1 in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He would win a Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill, beat the loaded Eagles team. You know what I mean? He would, all these accolades would be there. But, LeBron James, if you lose, you went to 5 AFC Championship games straight. You're 3-2 in them. You're 1-2 in the Super Bowl with 4 interceptions in those first 2 games. You know what I mean? This is humongous because you can't catch the GOAT. This game can propel you because you never know if you're going to get back or not. Which one means more to him? Whether if he wins or whether he loses. Which one impacts him the most?
Well, his loss will impact him the most, I feel like. Because like you just said, you never know when he'll be back. And if you walk away from 3 Super Bowls with just 1 victory, where does that leave you in the all-time great status? In the bottom of the list, if you even get there. There are plenty of QBs with multiple championships that are retired and not even in the Hall of Fame right now.
Yes.
But holding yourself to the standard of Tom Brady is just ridiculous anyway.
I'm not holding to it. The media does because they want the next person. They're always chasing, like Michael Jordan. They're always chasing Jerry Stackhouse, Grant Hill. What was that one dude's name?
Harold Miner.
Harold Miner, Baby Jordan. You know what I mean? They're always chasing the next big thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But winning this game, you could say I beat a loaded team without my number one person. You know what I mean? And done two things in history. One thing that's never been done, being the passing leader for the season. In the last 9 years, no MVP has ever won a Super Bowl. So these are stigmas that he can beat up and break and win. You know what I mean? What do you think, Brandon?
Right. I think he needs to win. He needs to win this.
It means more, right?
Yeah, because if he loses him, I don't know if he gets back. No, you never know. So.
I'm with you. Keith, what you think?
I mean, he needs to win for the people who look at it like that. Like, well, he's been there, but he's lost this many. I look at it like, damn, he's been there. You know what I'm saying? There's people that would die to be there.
Do you look at Jim Kelly as being one of the best ever?
I look at Jim Kelly as being great. That's a great accomplishment.
He's great, but he went 4-0 instead of 0-4. How do you look at him then?
But we don't look at Bradshaw as one of the best ever, and he won 4.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I mean, it depends. Pat Mahomes needs to win the Super Bowl in the eyes of the public, in the court of public opinion.
Yes.
He needs to win the Super Bowl.
Because what do you...
I'm still not going to think it. I think it's great to get to that many. You know what I mean?
And I agree with you. And as a Washington fan, I'd be great just to make the fucking playoffs. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. So I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, when you are talented like Patrick Mahomes and people respect you and perceive you to be that next big thing to get to the greatest, this is a step that you have to win. Because if you lose this step, it's going to be hard to back up that step. LeBron James, people look at him with all his accolades and everything going on. We're always going to hold him accountable for losing to the Dallas Mavericks, to the Heatles, and knowing that the Spurs gave him one with some lucky-ass Ray Allen shit, and he always had to build up teams. This is a year that you don't have a built-up team. We're talking about Juju Smith-Schuster and Marcus Valdez-Scantling and shit. You win a Super Bowl with these guys? This is a huge building block. If you lose, yeah, it's not going to hurt you that much because you're still a Hall of Famer. You need to win this game because you got your monkey off your back beating Joe Burrow, which you had never beaten. You know what I mean? Josh Allen couldn't get there, who was supposed to be there. Now you beat the next big thing over in the NFC. He has to win this game to even be mentioned in the breath of maybe contending with Tom Brady. Is that fair?
Or even Manning or Rodgers.
Rodgers got 1. Manny's got 2, but we know he don't deserve to. You know, but
he's already passed Rodgers.
ooh,
He's got 1 ring.
ooh, he's got 2 MVPs. I don't know. I think he will, but ooh, that's a good decision. That's a good thing to talk about.
That's what I'm saying. He might not yet have done it like a minute today, but I think he is, Pat.
Let me ask you this, Keith. How many rings did your boy Ben Roethlisberger got?
2.
Is Patrick Mahomes over Ben Roethlisberger right now? Without this game involved, is he?
All the time.
I mean,
You said he was better than Rodgers. You said he was above Rodgers.
No.
Yes or no?
I wouldn't say yet, but he's headed there.
So you're saying no?
I gotta think about it. I don't even think about this shit.
You said he was above Rodgers. That's what he's. But Keith.
He's going to pass Rodgers.
But Keith, here's my question now, Keith. This is how big this game is. Now, if I say on Monday, with Patrick Mahomes winning the game, now is he above Ben Roethlisberger?
If he wins the game,
Yes.
I have to say it probably, yeah.
That's my whole point. This is one of those games that's a big step in the right direction. Because, yeah, he could get back to the Super Bowl and win too. But this one would mean a whole lot more. All right. So we're getting into it now, GOAT. All right, Brandon, you ready? First of all, I want you to tell me who's gonna win. I mean, who you want to win, and then we'll get to our predictions. What you think? Who's gonna win? If they're gonna cover the spread, over or under. So, who do you want to win the game, Brandon? You want the Eagles to win. Who do you predict to win? With the spread of the Eagles' favor 1.5 over under 51 points.
Everything is no referee involved. I don't see a way the Eagles lose.
So Eagles win and they cover.
Yeah.
Over under.
Under.
Under. How big? You think it's gonna be such low? How low you think it's gonna go?
I mean, it's not gonna be like 10-7.
Well, of course not.
I'm gonna go like 27-13.
27-13. I could see somebody else with an MVP then. I don't know. I'm just saying. Keith, what you think? Who do you want to win first? Who do you want to win?
The Eagles to win, of course.
You want the Eagles to win?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the Chiefs are going to win, dude. I do. I really do.
Why do you think the Chiefs gonna win? Why is that?
Coaching experience. I think they're gonna. I think their defense is gonna step up and play a huge game, dude.
Why are we talking about the Chiefs' defense so much when the Eagles' defense is fucking loaded? Loaded.
I just have this gut feeling that the Chiefs are gonna destroy them, dude.
Destroy them? Over under, Keith. Over under.
One thing, maybe not blow them out, destroy them, but I think they're gonna win because I think the league is not gonna let their golden boy lose this game. I really don't think so. I really don't. They do not want Patrick Mahomes to lose this game. Yeah.
Why? Why not? Hold on. Why not though?
Brandon, do they want Mahomes to lose this game?
No, Jalen Hurts is too black.
It's their golden boy. He's their new face of the league, dude. They want him to win. That game against the Bengals just told me that they're going to win this shit, dude. The way that shit was called. Bet your money on the Chiefs, yeah. Especially if they're getting points. That's a sucker bet. Trying to get people to take the Eagles, yeah.
I'm not trying to get you to take the Chiefs.
Not really.
All right. You said over under, Keith. Over under. Over under. What did he say?
What is the over under?
51.
Is it 51? God. I think that's gonna be over, yeah.
Over. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be right around that area.
All right, Swoll Daddy. Brandon picked the Eagles, but obviously he thinks the Chiefs gonna win. I know you want the Eagles to win. We know you want them to win. Who's gonna win in your opinion?
Like I called it from week 0, gentlemen.
You also picked the Steelers, dude.
The Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna take it 28-21 Eagles.
So under.
That's over, right?
28-21, that's 49.
Yeah, it's right at it.
So that's under 2. Why do you think the Eagles are going to win, Swoll?
Like I said earlier in the show, Jalen Hurts is ready for this moment. I think Patty relies on Travis too much. I think the number 1 defense, or the number 2 defense in the league, just shows up in force, smothers Patty, smothers the passes out the back. I think Slay gets a pick. I think Fletcher Cox gets a fumble. Everything falls right for the Eagles, but Mahomes gives them a heart attack. I think you're going to see Hurts to Brown for the game-winning touchdown.
Okay, nice.
Hurts. All right, producer, you got something to throw in there? Who you think's going to win? Who you want to win? Chiefs.
I want the Chiefs.
Who's going to win?
Don't make me say it.
Come on, man. We got 2 minutes.
I think the Eagles are going to win.
Eagles.
Over, under. Over, under.
I'm wearing green.
I don't know. I'm never good at those.
Under.
Oh, shit.
Over.
Probably. I'm thinking under.
Under. All right, let me just tell you one thing, guys. I understand everything that y'all said, but we're not thinking clearly, guys. We're not thinking at all. At all. The Chiefs are going to win the game. The Chiefs are going to win. I don't want to go into conspiracy theory about the whole thing, but the whole year, all we've heard is the Eagles are this. The Eagles are that. I mean, that's all we've heard. They put it in our heads over and over and over again. I think this is going to be a whole, everything that they want. Andy Reid's going to get a second ring and put him on a certain pedestal. Patrick Mahomes is going to keep riding that wave that people can keep questioning, can he catch or be compared to the greatest at Tom Brady. I think this is just something that keeps sports going in the right direction. There's a loss by the Chiefs. What are we talking about? Who's what?
Who's the face of the league?
Yeah, who's doing what now? What are we talking about now? You know what I mean? So, regardless of any of that, I think the Chiefs win. I think Patrick Mahomes gets his win.
Dude, that's how confident I am in the Chiefs.
I will go under, though. I will go under because I think both teams are going to run the ball more than what y'all keep saying. I think the Chiefs are going to run the ball more than what people are saying. And the time's going to run off the clock a little bit. But Chiefs in the under, it's going to be a hell of a game, I hope. Hell of a game, I hope. Any props that y'all guaranteeing? Any props?
Yeah, I got some props.
Go ahead, Brandon. Brandon was talking about some props, but the pot cut off. So I'm going to intervene with mine. Don't listen to them because Brandon was doing a whole bunch of anytime touchdowns. Boston Scott, and who else did he pick? I forget who else he picked. But I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes, 0.5 interceptions, he will throw a pick. Devontae Smith, over 4.5 catches, he will get that. Jarrett McKinnon for Kansas City, 2.5 receptions? Really? How do you stop the blitz? 2.5 receptions. McKinnon, he's going to kill that. And I do have an anytime touchdown. Travis Kelce, you know what I mean? Super Bowl. What? And yo, this is Realism Sports Talk Raw. The Elite Part, 157 Part 2. Sorry about the situation with the whole everything, really. But we getting better. We're going to be all right. Jared, don't beat yourself up, Jared. Don't beat yourself up, baby. You still the man. You still the producer doing things. We appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody for watching. Subscribe. If you want to be a patron for us, we really appreciate it. Then maybe we can get some real stuff to help us do better. Yeah, it's in our bio. Check us out. Realism Raw.